Hello.
We're not doing the intro yet, are we?
Well, we can.
Uh, Cold open, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh,
Welcome, one and all, to the Grey Sky Productions Great Shit.
you've messed it up.
Yeah, I
messed
have.
it up.
Keep it in. 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 Hello, everyone. Welcome to the fake radio.
Fake radio, wow.
Fake radio, that's what it is. How are we all doing? Welcome to the Grey Area Podcast. I'm Ethan.
I'm Thomas.
It seems like you had to really think there for a moment. Like, who were you? This has been on hiatus for a bit of a while.
Because
Thomas,
we just
say,
didn't really want to record.
say something. Say, fill time where I go close my door.
Yeah, what up? I'm being kind of quiet because, like...
Fill time no longer, I'm back.
Trying to just get stuff... I'm trying to be kind of, like, quieter than usual, so I don't wake up people, because people are trying to sleep and stuff.
Yes. I can be as loud as I want, however. So... How are you all doing? I hope everything's been good. It's been a while since we did one of these. But it's back now, hopefully. Maybe?
Yeah. So, a lot's happened since we kind of left off last time, I guess.
Yeah, a lot has happened.
Because, like, the last podcast we did was, like, April 24th, I think.
Oh, Jesus. That was a long, long time ago. Damn.
And,
I'm sorry to anyone if I'm breathing a little heavy. It's because I have asthma and it's kind of bunged up all my senses, so that's not my fault.
That was the 20th of April, actually.
Yes.
Because we had talked about... I didn't think we were going to make a podcast before, and we didn't. And we didn't make a podcast before E3 at all. Because we did it then, I guess.
Well, it's because we've been going through our exams.
Yeah, but we have been off like almost a month now, so we could have made one.
Yeah, it's been a time. It's been a time.
Also, we're basically just recording this so we can actually have something to upload on Wednesday because
basically.
Because we didn't record anything else basically, and one of the things that we had going up was not right at all. Like the audio was half cut out.
Yeah. So, well, I'm assuming that the next whatever Wednesday, or just next gameplay thing that we will record will probably be Splatoon, right?
Maybe, I don't know, because
as it is the final fest.
But I'm probably not gonna be able to do it. That's the thing.
Why not?
Because I'm gonna be in Glasgow and Hamburg.
Oh, I'm gonna play in it.
Well, of course you are.
Yeah, well, speaking of getting into games, Thomas.
Yeah?
Thomas.
What
have you been playing? What are you playing? What have you been playing?
A lot of Smash, Halo 5. I picked up Rivals Viva at one point. That was cool.
I picked up Brawlhalla again. I'm playing more Animal Crossing. I've been playing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. It's actually a lot of fun.
So the final Splatfest is from the 18th to the 21st. I'll go on the 18th to Glasgow. I'm in Hamburg on the 19th or the 20th. Maybe. Well, maybe the 20th. Might leave on the 19th.
I'll have to play it on the Thursday, and then in my downtime on the Saturday and Sunday, because I've got some stuff going on those days. Yeah, and like, one of those things that I'm doing on the 20th, though, Thomas.
What?
Is to go watch a film for the second time.
What film are you watching?
I'm watching Spider-Man Far From Home again, which leads us into our first topic. Oh!
I thought our first topic was...
Flawless!
I was going to originally just lead into the Banjo and the hero reaction sort of thing.
Fuck.
Because I was going to be like... in the last podcast we talked about E3 and what we expect to
Yeah.
see there, and then I was
But
like,
we didn't.
but we didn't, yeah. And
Well, let's just talk about our Spider-Man first,
yeah,
if you
let's
like.
do that first.
Thomas, do you know about that small indie superhero character called Spider-Man?
Yeah, I know about him. I knew about
Created
basically.
in 1963, I think,
So we're gonna enter like
by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko in Amazing Fantasy, a
we're gonna
failing
enter
Marvel
like
comic.
spoiler territory, I think, right now. Hopefully, we'll
Hold
we
on,
can squeeze that in there.
how about okay.
Because
For the next 5 minutes, me and Thomas are going to talk minor spoilers, but we can
well,
put in like a spoiler warning thing.
well, literally, I mean, one of the things you could know if you literally just looked up the person or looked up the character in Wikipedia.
Yeah. Okay, being vague as possible and with as little spoilers as possible.
Well,
What do you think of the
no,
movie?
Like, I mean, like,
What do you think of the movie? No,
it was cool.
we've got to get Spider-Man content for people who haven't seen the movie.
Ethan, it's been out for like a week now. If people wanted to see it,
So?
they would have seen it by now.
Ah, that's wrong though. Okay, what do you think of it? Being vague with no spoilers.
It was good. It was good.
It was fun.
I liked how they used Mysterio.
Yeah, Mysterio. Jake Gyllenhaal is fantastic as Mysterio. Tom Holland gives his A game as Spider-Man yet again. Everyone in it did a really good job, and it was really funny. Like, it was really funny.
Yeah, there was some good funny moments to it. I think
There was a lot. Yeah, and the mid-credit scene and the post-credit scene were pretty good. The
Okay, if we're gonna
mid-credit
tell you one
scene.
thing, if you're gonna see Spider-Man, I've got to tell you one thing. There is a mid and there's a mid and a post-credit scene. So, if you saw Dark Phoenix or you saw Infinity War, you saw Logan, you thought, oh no,
Yeah.
there's not be one. There's not gonna
There
be.
is an end credit scene.
Huh?
In my opinion, I prefer the mid-credit scene. My theatre got cheers and applause at my mid-credit scene.
Remind myself.
It was
actually
that
what
good.
Oh wait, yeah, I
But
actually
yeah.
remember what it is now.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was great. I think.
The action scenes were fun, and it links into Endgame in a satisfying way, I think.
I mean, it's like
Even if some of it is comedic, but
this was in
some
the
of it
trailer,
is-
so it's not necessarily a spoiler, but it just feels as if it's like, if you're like making it so, if there's the basic storyline of, oh yeah, there was a tear in the hole, and there was a tear in our dimension, Ethan, something's going on in your end, like, Ethan, what's going on
Yeah.
in your end?
nothing.
It's like,
Why?
it keeps on going like, whoosh, whoosh, and stuff like that.
Wait, hold on. Did it make the sound again?
Well, no, because it just happens every once in a while, like.
Well, I don't know what it is.
I think like MJ's like a weird character in this. I think I don't know. I mean
Yeah.
like.
Okay, hold on. Beware! The boys are going into spoiler territory for Spider-Man Far From Home. If you haven't seen the movie, leave now. Okay, Thomas.
There'll be like a proper thing from me, just like, hey, here's where you should go to in the podcast. So there's gonna be like a thing in the description where I'm just gonna be like, hey, here's the timestamp for it, and that'll be it.
Go to this timestamp on screen now.
So
There it is.
I thought
That's a cool timestamp. Oh.
I thought the way they had made it, I didn't actually. I knew from looking him up, like you could literally basically just look up Mysterio, and you
Yeah.
see, oh, he's
Yeah,
a supervillain.
it wasn't. I mean,
And-
he wasn't fooling anyone.
I mean, well, it was kind of like I was just like, oh, that's cool. There's another hero,
Yeah.
and then it was just
Yeah,
like, oh
but
wait,
like,
nope.
but can we? That scene. If you've seen the film, you know what I'm talking about. The illusion scene from the film.
That was great. I
Oh
think.
my
That was
god,
great.
that was amazing. Yeah, that was breathtaking. And just like all the emotional moments really hit for me as well. I really did feel that Peter, you know, I sympathise with him, man. I get what he's going through, you know.
Yeah, like I mean,
And
like
the chemistry between Zendaya and Tom Holland is also fantastic, and it's just really cute.
I mean, there's not really, you can't really have much chemistry between them because like you don't really necessarily have to. because
Yeah, but
it's just
it's
two
better to
socially
have
awkward
chemistry.
people, so they're not necessarily talking
Yeah,
anymore, are they?
I did really like it, and the CGI was really good as well, and I really like how CGI is literally a plot point in the film. That's quite funny.
Actually that's cool.
Yeah. Anything big happen in the film?
Uh,
Apart from the mid and post credit scenes, there's not anything that's like massive. Apart from Peter Parker is his own person now. You know,
is he
he's
that
his
like?
own man.
Yeah, but like, wait, do people actually find out about him? Oh yeah, they do actually in the mid credit
Yes.
scene.
So
Because the
the
mid
mid
credit scene,
credit scene.
Jonah,
Uh,
is that?
J. Jonah Jameson. He's back. J.K. Simmons. I love him. I love J.K. Simmons so much. Like, and the mid credit and the end. Sorry, the mid credit scene. It's very reminiscent of. I mean, you could say it's like a mixture between, Civil War. The comics when Peter Parker, came out with his identity,
Hmm.
and I guess like all the times in the comics that he's given up his identity, and it can go down multiple routes. It can go down the new usual route, which is where Peter Parker has to do everything he can to kind of be like, no, that's not me, or he will do a deal with the devil like he did in the comics. Fun fact.
See, like, I think it's a weird thing now because like you wonder. It's like it kind of like when you do this, it's kind of like Marvel are trying to push themselves as the universe sort of thing rather than just like well like it's kind of like you have to watch every film in like a row I guess to just enjoy a singular
Yeah.
one, which I kind of dislike. I'd prefer just like being able to just like sit down and watch one part of a movie, I guess, which is like
Yeah.
what I like about some TV shows where you can just like pop on an episode of something and then just like haha, and there's nothing
But I
necessarily about
do
it. that you
I
just,
do like the MCU with the fact that they do a bit of both of that, with the only ones I think from the top of my head being Endgame and Infinity War being the big ones. But like the majority of the time, the films on their own are pretty good.
yeah, but it's just like certain things I think that you need to like.
But a lot of it is, yeah. I mean, like a lot of the plot points in every film links back to the previous film because the MCU is essentially just a big TV show
Yeah, that's the thing.
with a couple of episodes released a year, and I'm fine with that because I'm on board.
There's like the
And like
the starting
I
ones which you
honestly,
can watch, but
oh
like
sorry,
even like something like say like
yeah,
Homecoming, you probably actually have to just like know.
yeah, Homecoming is its own film.
Well, no, it isn't really because it follows on from Civil War. So,
Yeah, but it's still a film that's very on its own.
but no, because it literally just follows on from Civil War.
Yeah, but you don't have to watch Civil War to get what's going on in Homecoming.
But you kind of do.
No, you don't, because it recaps it.
But that kind of just entails that it's not necessarily a movie on its own, is it? Isn't it?
Yeah, but it is. I mean, the MCU. The whole point of it is to be viewed as this one big saga.
Yeah, it's just.
But at the same time, the films can be done on their own. Like Thor Ragnarok, you could easily watch that on your own.
Yeah, it's just like there's a film. It's like
Yeah.
you kind of just it's like it comes into the thought of like, do you want to make a saga or do you want to make just like a standalone film like
Yeah, and the thing is with the MCU, what I like about it is that usually, apart with the only exceptions being Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame, as you know, there's so much stuff going on. In the other movies, if it's going to link back to a previous film and a previous plot point, they will like say in the film, remember when this happened in Sokovia, man, or the Superhero Registration Act, whoopsie, or hey Rocket, remember last time when we stopped Rondu, like Ronan, that kind of thing.
yeah, but like
They'll
it's
always
just,
explicitly state if it links back, and they will explain what happened in the previous one and how they explained Endgame and Far From Home. Ah, that was great.
yeah, it's just that I mean like see with something like something like, I'd say, the reason that Ready Player One like got so much like bad reviews, I guess, because like there were so many like things that gamers would enjoy, but not necessarily people who like were like gamers or like heavily like indulge in like this stuff. But like here's
Yeah.
like with like something like Endgame, it's a good
Yeah.
it's a good movie sort of like in the saga, but like you have to kind of know everything to get like the fullest enjoyment out
Well,
of it.
yeah. Because like Endgame as a movie on its own, it's a movie. It's good
Yeah,
fun. But like a movie in the MCU, it's fantastic because it's hard to judge any film that comes out of the MCU now as its own film because it's not really. Because it's hard to judge like films like. I mean, obviously there are some films that do work on their own, like Guardians of the Galaxy, Winter Soldier, you know that kind of stuff.
yeah,
They're all fantastic, but I find it hard to judge a MCU film on its own
yeah.
due to the fact that it is a part of a bigger saga.
Like the solo film, the solo films are good because they kind of just like the origin story, so they're not really
Yeah.
they're not really leading from anything or leading into anything. Like Black Panther is, as I've said many times, what I think is the best MCU movie on its own. But like I think in terms of like an MCU movie, in the saga, the best one in the saga is Endgame by far.
Endgame, exactly.
Like,
I think my favourite MCU movie on its own is probably either Civil War or Spider-Man Homecoming or
yeah, like
Guardians.
Civil War, you can actually like, probably to watch that on its own because
Yeah,
like it's
probably Homecoming more so because I just love Spider-Man. But yeah, as a movie as big as this franchise is, it's got to be Endgame. And there's loads of nods to Endgame in the film as well, not just obviously. Like, even in the music, which I realise, because I listen to the score because I'm a degenerate. And I listen to scores of films.
yeah. So like
Moving on.
so something like Civil War is very much like Smash Bros, where you could like get new characters in it that you don't know yet, or like new kind of storylines that you don't know yet. But you're just like, hey, I'm interested in this person. Like, I could play Smash Bros, play as Marth or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
played.
yeah, yeah.
I've
No,
not
no,
played
now you
Fire
think
Emblem.
about
Oh
it,
yeah, I'm
yeah.
totally invested in this character.
It does have a very MCU. It does have a very that kind of effect on it, and I do really like the idea. And I prefer having these kind of little crossovers as well as the big crossovers
Yeah,
because it's like how it is in the Marvel comics.
I think when
And also, do you want my theory? Do you want a cool theory?
what's your cool theory?
My theory is that do you know in the mid credit scene when he's swinging through New York and he swings past the building that used to be Avengers Tower but it's got sold
Yeah,
because it got sold in Homecoming. I think that's the Baxter Building. And do you know who's in the Baxter Building?
please tell me.
The Fantastic Four.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
Because Marvel have said that they're planning to start developing the Fantastic Four. I think it was by 2020 or in 2020. I can't remember. But here's the thing. If we want some more Marvel news, we don't have to wait long because San Diego Comic-Con is like this weekend, isn't it?
make me look up more stuff.
Or was it like last weekend? I can't remember.
It was a while ago, actually. I think. No, it's yeah, it's this week. It's next weekend.
So, what if Fantastic Four gets announced this weekend? Does that mean that I have the biggest penis?
Eh, I would.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the Fantastic Four. You know, like it's like.
I love
they're
the
a cool,
Fantastic
they're a cool
Four.
series. It's just, I feel as if like they're kind of like X-Men, where they kind of like get treated not
Yeah.
best because they're part of a different sort of brand to
Yeah.
the MCU.
Yeah. I can't wait till they're brought into the MCU though, because I know that the MCU will do them justice.
Yeah,
Because I don't think Fox realized how important they were. You know.
yeah. I mean, how could you not? That's the thing, like, because they're a team, and it's like
Yeah.
you can't necessarily just like think, oh yeah, it's a team. They don't mean anything.
Yeah. Even though like the Fantastic Four have some of the most important crossovers in history, and with the Fantastic Four, you have Victor Von Doom,
Plus their main villain.
Doctor Doom. Yeah.
But like the second main villain, I guess. Galactus. You know.
Hold on, let me just push up my
he's-
metaphysical glasses.
Technically, Galactus isn't a villain. He's so different. He's so, he sees good and evil as insignificant. He's a necessary evil in the Marvel Universe. If you read the comics, you'll know what I'm on about. There we go.
Yeah, but he's a planet
yeah.
destroyer. So.
Yeah, but I really, if they ended up doing, I think that as soon as they introduce the Fantastic Four into the MCU, that opens up a lot of doors, especially for stories like you've just got all the Fantastic Four stories anyway.
What was
But
it like,
then
the Future Foundation?
You've got Secret. Oh, yeah, you've also got the Future Foundation, which you can do. You've also got the easy link to Spider-Man straight away because the Human Torch and Spider-Man are like best friends. Fun fact: there was a series where Peter Parker and Johnny Storm like shared an apartment for a couple of years. Which would make a really funny.
So if I could give like a prediction then, I think in the next Spider-Man film or whatever, it could be probably called like is there like a name for the next Spider-Man yet, or is it just gonna be called Spider-Man?
No, I mean I'm assuming it
name not fully chosen yet or something. Because like
I think it's probably gonna follow. I really like how they have like similar names. It's gonna be Home something. Maybe Coming Home.
I mean.
Bringing It Home.
Like I was thinking like Spider-Man Far From the Future or something, and it's like I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. We're not gonna have to wait too long until we get Tom Holland's Spider-Man again, because he's probably going to be in Spider-Verse 2, which is in development right now.
I mean, I wouldn't see that happening. You know, because like
really,
I don't see like Sony. Is it?
Yeah, it's Sony.
Like, I don't see
Sony. Did you not?
Disney really working.
Did you not see like how close the announcements were?
Yeah, but I just don't see like. I don't like. I mean.
Well. Firstly, Miles Morales has already been referenced in the MCU. Then you've got like. The announcement for Spider-Man Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse's sequel being announced that it's working, that got announced 2 days after the initial Far From Home trailer came out, talking about how Mysterio comes from an alternate universe. So people put two and two together and they're like, oh, so basically this film's gonna... If Spider-Man has already referenced the fact that there are multiple universes, then... You know, Spider-Verse. But anyway, Spider-Man Far From Home, great movie, good fun, very funny. We went on a bit of a tangent. How long was that tangent?
Just 24 minutes.
Okay, Thomas, you are a gamer, right?
Yeah.
And this is why this episode of the Grey Area Podcast has been sponsored by G Fuel.
No, it hasn't.
No, it hasn't.
I
wish we were. We've got a sponsor though.
No, we haven't.
Today's sponsor is sponsored by Bath. Do you want a $2 million holographic therapy machine? As long as you don't use it to create giant elemental monsters in the middle of London, that's fine.
That feels just stupid, what you just said now.
I
think we should just move on to the next topic.
Yeah, moving on. We like games.
So basically, last podcast we talked about E3 and who won in Smash. Now E3's passed and we know who's going to come to Smash. So Ethan.
Yes.
What do you think about the hero?
Personally, I don't care because I haven't played Dragon Quest, but I can see that Dragon Quest, the hero, has probably been one of the most requested characters overseas.
Yeah.
And like, fun fact, the reveal trailer for the hero got over, I think, 1.2 million views on the day it was announced, which is a record for Smash reveal trailers.
Yeah, but it's a DLC character, and Smash is probably one of the biggest franchises, so it's like...
Yeah, and you'd probably, and for us, because like we were like the hero, we sleep. Oh, Banjo-Kazooie, real shit. But over there it was the opposite.
I was just like, oh, it's the hero from
I
Dragon
mean,
Quest.
I like
okay.
Dragon Quest. Yeah, I like Dragon
It's a
Quest,
cool
and like,
series. I would probably play it. At some
and
point,
like the
but-
magic meter thing seemed quite cool.
Uh,
But we've got to talk about the real big one here, though. Goku in Smash. He's in Smash. He's got a sword. He's got magic. This is amazing.
yeah, but like, I think it's weird how they have like how it's just like. I think and I mean it's actually it's all right how they did the different skins, like how they did like with Bowser Jr. I guess, and and like Olimar and stuff.
It's an easy way of fitting in all the Dragon Quest characters.
Yeah, all the heroes, I guess.
Yeah.
'Cause, but it'd be better if like they had names, I think, rather than the hero or something.
Yeah.
Because like with
Because each
with
of the
Po-
characters
with
do
Pokemon-
have names.
With Pokemon, you could easily call it Pokemon Trainer, but you could have just easily called it Red, couldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think it's cool, but I care more about Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, I thought Spiral Mountain looks. I think my biggest thought
Yeah.
about my biggest like hype thing was Spiral Mountain
Yeah.
for some reason.
Because I really like Banjo-Kazooie. More so, I love the music behind Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
And what's amazing is that Grant Kirkhope, the original composer, was approached by Sakurai to ask, he was asked to do the music for the Banjo-Kazooie part of it. And he is the first Western musician to be featured, to have original music in Smash Brothers. Fun fact.
Even out here with the facts today.
Yeah, fun
Um,
fact. That's me. I'm fact man.
I think Smash is kind of though like the thing is like I don't know where these. I think like I'm not necessarily like excited to see like play them as in for fun. I'm more excited to see how they do competitively because like Joker has been. I want to just say Joker's been alright competitively despite the fact MK Leo has been like winning every tournament. It's not that. Okay. Let me just give a 2 cents here. Okay. Joker is not broken. MK Leo is broken.
It's broken. Fair enough.
That's the thing.
I mean, I'm on the complete opposite spectrum of that because I think I do play Smash to a. I mean, in Smash I'm decent. I can hold my own, but I don't particularly pay attention to the competitive scene.
Roll the
Usually, I
footage.
just play as Yeah. I usually like to play as characters that I just find fun. And for example, all the characters in Smash I think are fun.
Yeah.
And Joker especially so. And I usually just play as the people I like. Like, for example, Sonic. Am I bad as
So do you
Sonic?
find
Yes.
Olimar fun?
Well, actually, no. Olimar's the exception. Olimar doesn't count. Olimar's just maths and statistics, but in a fighting game. I don't like it. But yeah, Banjo-Kazooie looks like a lot of fun. The hero looks quite complex, but
Yeah.
I probably will play Banjo more. I mean, I'll play as the hero and I'll unlock all the spirits and I'll do the classic mode route and all that. But, like, there's 2 more spaces, Thomas, and have you
No, there's
noticed
1 more space.
that in the...
No, there's
well,
2 more spaces actually.
Yeah, and have you noticed that in the Smash Gallery where it shows all the characters, each of the DLC characters has a companion?
Mm-hmm.
Which means we're getting Phoenix and Maya, please!
I wouldn't. The thing is, like, I keep on saying it. I don't think Phoenix Wright is going to be in Smash, purely because he's been in another fighting game already.
That's all I want. That's all I want.
Just play Marvel vs. Capcom.
No, it's not the same, Thomas.
How is it?
It's not the same. At least give me a Phoenix Wright spirit. Then I'll be kind of okay. If Capcom are not going to put in a spirit of one of their most, well-known franchises on a Nintendo console,
What do you
he's
mean
got
they
to
don't
be a
have Street Fighter?
character. Every character got Mega Man got spirits. Street Fighter got spirits. a bunch of other Capcom games
actually,
that
yeah,
are
I could
quite
see, like- I
obscure
could see,
got
like-
spirits. Why was there no Phoenix Wright spirits?
I could see Mega Man. I could see Phoenix Wright getting because Mega Man got in, but like, it's like I mean like I wouldn't consider like having necessarily
Here's the thing.
too many.
I'm not giving up hope until A, he gets revealed, or if they add Phoenix Wright spirits to the game, because I don't understand why you'd have such a... Because Smash, the spirits are basically representing everything that's ever, like, touched a Nintendo console, right?
Yeah.
Why would you have stuff like, I don't know, like, you know, Fire Emblem Tokyo Mirage Sessions as your spirits, but yet don't have a spirit of one of your most successful franchises on DS that's gotten over like 12 games by now. I don't get it.
Well, like
But also, if they announce Phoenix Wright, I will die on the spot. Like my heart will just pop.
so I wouldn't see why there wouldn't be like another Sega representative, you know, because there should be another Sega representative, I think.
Sega.
Yeah.
Who would you want as a Sega rep then?
Like Knights probably. Knights probably makes the most sense.
That's a good point. If they had another Sega rep, technically you can say Joker is a Sega rep.
I don't like this outlook you have on it though. That's the thing, because like, if
Well,
if
no,
they
no,
were,
no, no, no. I mean,
if Cloud was a PlayStation rep, then Sony would
Yes.
be part of the development team. Surely.
well,
not
no, that's
Square
just not how it works because he's a PlayStation rep, but he's an unconventional PlayStation rep. Just like how if Crash got in the game, you'd be like, oh yeah, he's a PlayStation rep, even though he's owned by Naughty Dog and Vicarious Visions. Joker is technically, may I add, I don't think of him as a Sega rep, but technically he is, because Atlas is a subsidiary of Sega.
That honestly makes no sense at all. Like,
Yes, it does.
like it's
And he's still a Sega rep, technically. And he's a PlayStation rep. Characters can be seen as like a PlayStation rep or a whatever rep. Like Banjo-Kazooie is a Microsoft representative at the end of the day.
he's not though.
Because they had to get permission from Phil Spencer to use him.
Yeah, but like, if I want to get like, okay, so Banjo was
Yes.
popular mostly on the Nintendo 64.
Yes, but then he was bought out by Microsoft, meaning that he technically is a Microsoft representative.
The developer for Banjo-Kazooie was Rare. He was developed...
Which is owned by Microsoft.
Yes, but Microsoft is not directly developing Banjo-Kazooie, are they?
But they're owned by Microsoft.
Yes, but that's not the point.
Yes, it is. That is the point. That is the point. Rare is owned by Microsoft, therefore they are a Microsoft representative. For example, if Nintendo got bought out by, I don't know, PlayStation, and, I don't know, Mario got in an Xbox fighting game, yeah, Mario is a Nintendo representative, but then, by default, he'd also be a Sony representative.
Even this makes no sense.
Just like how Spider-Man is a Sony representative in the film industry.
That makes sense. That makes sense, because Sony made the movies.
How does Spider-Man wasn't made by Sony though? They were bought the rights for Sony. Sorry, the rights for Spider-Man were brought out by Sony, just like the rights to Banjo-Kazooie were brought out by Microsoft.
Yeah, but Sony have actually made Spider-Man movies and like Spider-Man games.
Xbox has made Banjo-Kazooie games.
No, they haven't. Rare has made Banjo-Kazooie
Yes, they did.
games.
No, Xbox helped develop Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts for the Xbox 360.
You see.
And it was only out.
You bring that up, but where is the nuts and bolts in this? Where is nuts and bolts in this?
You're just ignoring something that proves that you're wrong.
But my point.
Is invalid. I get what you mean. But hey, everybody in the comments, is Banjo-Kazooie a Microsoft representative, a Rare representative, or both?
Look. You look up Banjo-Kazooie on Wikipedia, the series. Developers,
yeah.
Rare. It's solely
Yep.
Rare.
Yep. Who's he owned by? Who's Rare owned by?
I don't get this. I don't get your flipping argument here.
Who is Rare owned by?
Ethan.
Who is Rare owned by? Who's Rare owned by?
See, Rare's owned by Microsoft.
Exactly. Making them a Microsoft representative.
But technically, you want to just also say they're a Nintendo representative as well.
Yes, you can say they're a Nintendo representative, but they're also is a Microsoft representative. Did you not hear me when I said that technically he's a Microsoft representative as well as a Nintendo one, like 10 minutes ago?
It's just you're completely... You're saying they're a Microsoft representative when they're a Rare representative.
But they're also a Microsoft representative,
No, they're
Thomas. Yes, he is.
If Avengers Endgame was out in Odeon cinemas, Avengers Endgame is not an Odeon representative, it's a Marvel representative.
How does that work?
Because the platform for the game, well, for the platform for the cinema, is Odeon, but the people who made the film were Marvel.
Exactly. So Microsoft
That
would be
means
Marvel
that you're
in this.
wrong.
Marvel would be
If
the Microsoft
Xbox
in this.
published the games, yet they're made by Rare.
That makes it that. If it's an exclusive character from a company, that makes them a representative of that company. That's how it works.
But they've not always been an exclusive.
Yes, but they are now. That's the point. Like, for example, Shazam, Captain Marvel. He wasn't initially owned by DC. The character for Captain Marvel was bought out by DC and used by DC. Therefore, he's a DC representative, just like how Banjo-Kazooie didn't initially belong to Microsoft, but he was bought by Microsoft and has been used by Microsoft. Therefore, here he's a Microsoft representative. Can we move on before I have a fucking seizure?
So can we just give our arguments then? Can we just give our arguments then? So
We have given our arguments.
So the developer, well, they're a representative of the developer because the developer made them. They're not a representative of the platform because the platform simply publishes them. Just like how Infinity War or Endgame, if they came out in, say, Odeon, they aren't a representative of Odeon, they're a representative of Marvel.
Yes, they're not a representative of Odeon because they're not owned by Odeon. Nuts and Bolts was a Microsoft exclusive, and the company who made Banjo-Kazooie was bought out by Microsoft, making it a Microsoft exclusive and a Microsoft representative.
Like how this is your argument with Nuts and Bolts.
Yeah, exactly, but I'm right though. Yes, your way of thinking is right as well, but I'm also right. We're both right. Yes, he is a Rare representative. I guess so. But he's also a Microsoft representative.
So. He is a Rare representative.
Yeah. Yes, he is a Rare representative, but he's also a Microsoft representative. How am I wrong in saying that?
It's like, it sounds as if you're trying to make him seem as if his only representation is from Microsoft.
Because that's the biggest selling point in the whole point of him being in Smash.
Well, that he's from Microsoft, and it wasn't on a Nintendo 64
Yeah, exactly. The biggest takeaway from this is, oh shit, he's from Microsoft. That character is owned by Microsoft, and he's back on a Nintendo console, regardless of if he was on a Nintendo console before this.
Ethan, his last game was
But
11
it's a
years
big-
ago. Pretty sure
Yes, but it was
Microsoft
also-
could give away.
It was
one.
also on the Xbox 360, and he was also on a Rare Replay collection that was exclusively available for Xbox, and all mention of Nintendo was taken out. So he's a Microsoft exclusive. And a Microsoft representative. May that change in the future? It might. But at this moment in time, on the 8th of July 2019, the day of recording, Banjo-Kazooie is a Rare representative and also represents Microsoft.
So let me ask you one question. One final question.
Okay.
Who's Bayonetta representative of?
Platinum Games.
Fair enough. There you go.
And
That's it.
Nintendo. And Nintendo. At the moment.
Well, really, because I don't see Nintendo here as a owner of Platinum Games.
Bayonetta 2 and 3 are exclusive to the Nintendo. Bayonetta 2 you could only get on Wii U and Switch, and Bayonetta 3 you can only get on Switch. So technically, she's a representative from Platinum Games, and she also represents Nintendo in a roundabout way, just how Banjo-Kazooie represents Microsoft in a roundabout way. Are we going to have to go through everybody in the character roster with this exact same query?
Well, everybody not owned by Nintendo.
Cloud, he's a representative of Square Enix, but also a representative of PlayStation because his original game where he came from was an exclusive to the PlayStation 1.
I mean, like, I think
Ryu and Ken, they've been on fucking every console under the sun.
Yeah.
So like, they're just a Capcom rep. Same with Mega Man.
Well, wait.
If Ryu, Ken, Mega Man, or Sonic had their games exclusive to one company's console, like how Banjo-Kazooie is now and how Bayonetta is now, I would call them a representative of that company. But because they're third party and they appear on every console, basically, they only represent their company. Sorry, their developer. Sonic represents Sega, Mega Man, Ryu, and Ken represent Capcom. Who else did I say? Oh, and Pac-Man represents Bandai Namco.
Yeah. Like, that I can understand.
And then if you apply that logic to other characters, Snake is a Konami representative and a PlayStation rep due to his original game being on, PlayStation 1. There you go. Bada boom, bada bing, save the thing, mailing.
So
Wow.
So the main Banjo-Kazooie mainly represents Rare.
Yes, but they also represent Microsoft.
Okay.
Have we finally reached a middle ground of
Yeah,
this
it's
argument?
just
that's been
in
going
that
on
tweet
for
you
literally a month?
tweet you posted. You said you want a Microsoft. If we were predicting a Microsoft rep, and I was thinking you were considering Banjo's solely a Microsoft rep, rather than.
Yeah, he is an unconventional Microsoft rep. I can't believe we just spent 20 minutes shouting at each other about a fucking cartoon bear and a bird that lives in his backpack.
Yeah, but like, it was just there was a miscommunication, I guess. So
Yes.
we had to come to.
See, kids, this is why you should talk to each other. And that's the lesson for this podcast. Go tell your mum that you listened to this podcast.
Because if there was a Microsoft rep, I would call a Microsoft rep like a solely
like
Microsoft
rep, that would
But like if you were gonna consider something as like a first Microsoft rep, second then something else, you would basically just say Master Chief or something.
Master Chief.
Because
A car from Forza. Oh my god, we got a new Microsoft rep in Smash. It's the Lego car from the Lego Forza DLC. Holy shit.
it's actually not that bad,
just a car in Smash Bros. People are like,
no,
we got
like,
a
the
plan.
DLC for the Lego DLC actually isn't that bad.
Yeah.
I'll be real.
Imagine
I'll
how
be real
mad
and
people
say-
would get. They'd be like, I want Waluigi in my Nintendo fighting game. We got a fucking plant and we got a fucking car before we got Waluigi.
Because like,
Huh.
yes, like my argument for like Master Chief would be he's forever been on Xbox. He hasn't been on like.
He's always been a first party Microsoft exclusive.
He's always been on Microsoft. I said
exactly,
Xbox.
and he hasn't
but I really
appeared.
meant
And he
Microsoft,
hasn't
yeah.
appeared on any other console.
They haven't really done any other like company releasing a game for him.
Exactly. And yes, you could also say that he's a Bungie rep, but he is sold mostly a Microsoft rep. Like how
Yeah, he's a Microsoft rep first, then like say
Yeah.
a 343 representative second, and you can say a Bungie representative third.
Yeah.
Because 343 are currently developing the games. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Microsoft doing 343.
Oh, we did it.
It's just in the case of Banjo-Kazooie, I couldn't see him as like a rare representative
Yeah.
first because he was released on Nintendo consoles as well as Xbox, so he's not necessarily in my eyes directly a Nintendo representative or directly a Microsoft
Yeah.
representative. I would see him like if in the case of Rare Replay, I guess you could easily consider that as like making him fully a Microsoft rep. But if you want to consider Nuts and Bolts as the game that makes him a Microsoft rep, you're kind of solely mistaken. Because I don't see Banjo-Kazooie riding in a car in that trailer.
Which is fair. Did you know that to further solidify, this is me bringing out the obscure shit now. If you wanted an extra reason to further solidify Banjo-Kazooie as a Microsoft rep, in the Xbox 360 version of Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, Banjo-Kazooie was exclusive on the Xbox.
Yeah, that was probably because Nuts and Bolts, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Cross-promotion. Hey, remember when Wreck-It Ralph was in a game with Sonic?
I do. That was...
And real-life racing car game, what was her name?
Danica Patrick.
What was it? Yeah, the real-life,
I
as
love
well
that game,
as
honestly.
Team...
That was a good game.
As well as...
Sure, it
as
was
well
basically
as
a cop
Team
out
For-
for them trying to replicate Mario Kart 7. But
Yeah.
still, it was
No,
fun,
actually,
nonetheless.
no, here's the thing. Did you know that they both developed Mario Kart 7 and Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transforms were developed at the same time, so it's just a massive coincidence.
That is
Yeah.
a massive coincidence. That is just...
And, like-
okay, I'll apologise for my words
I
there.
do like Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transforms.
Yeah.
And also the
All-Stars Racing
PC
games as well.
version. Yeah, I mean the PC version is even more wacky because you've already got Wreck-It Ralph, real life Ferrari driver, you've got Team Fortress 2, Football Manager, an Atari controller, a Dreamcast controller.
Like
My favorite. Yeah, I feel sorry for people who really wanted Knights in the game, and then they were like, "Yeah, we put Knights in the game. She's a car."
That's true. That is true. Why was Knights a car?
And then,
Why was Knights
Yeah,
literally
and then-
just a car? She gets in
and
the
then,
fucking
and then they're
tennis
like,
game.
"Oh,
Yeah, she can't be a race. She can't
Rystar-
be a race car driver.
yeah," and "Oh, you want Rystar in the game? No, he's waving the flag. Fuck you. I love Rystar."
I mean, yeah, but like that's fair enough because like, Lucky 2 is. I mean, actually, no. Actually, yeah.
Don't disrespect my boy.
Rystar, actually, yeah, that's fair enough. Like saying.
I love Rystar. Such a good game.
Because like Lucky 2 deserved kind of to get in Mario Kart after all the years, but like, Rystar hasn't been doing it for like,
Yeah.
ages, I guess, or something. Or like, there's only been 2 games, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So, fourth and fifth slot.
Ooh.
Honestly, I think the leaks are just gonna like ring true here, and it's just gonna be Doom Guy and Minecraft Steve.
If Minecraft Steve gets into Smash, I will genuinely be like, yeah, okay, it's him or Phoenix Wright. Like, I'll be annoyed if Phoenix Wright doesn't get in. I won't be annoyed, I'll just be kind of upset. But if Minecraft Steve gets in, I'll be like, this game has Sonic, Mario, Mega Man,
There was a
and like Zelda in the same game. This is my childhood.
this Smash YouTuber I watch and a lot of other people watch, Omni. He made this video like a couple of days ago saying which characters should be like voided from Smash if they were gonna make another game, and like Olimar was one of them, and it's like nobody's gonna load up Smash and think, oh no, where's Olimar? It's like nobody's gonna like load up a Smash game and think, oh no, where's Steve? It's just if he was gonna be in this game, if it would be a
Yeah, I
DLC
think-
character, and that'd be one and done. If there was another Smash game, he wouldn't be in it. In my opinion, he might be.
In my
But then
opinion,
the next one after that, he wouldn't.
in my opinion, I don't think there's ever going to be another big Smash game released.
Yeah, like I don't think.
Do you
like,
want my
there'll be
honest?
one- I think everyone can agree. There's not gonna be one of this magnitude again.
Yeah. Do you want my honest opinion on what I think's going to happen?
What?
I think they're just going to go down the normal fighting game route now.
Yeah.
Of
Seasons.
the
and
next, if there is the next Switch, there will be like a enhanced version of Ultimate on
Yeah.
there.
stuff. And there'll just be more characters, I guess.
So yeah, it'll just be more characters and more modes.
Like you just like kind of, they continue.
Fun
like,
fact:
it'd be like,
did you? Another fun fact. That's what Brawl was supposed to be.
yeah, but then the
Brawl was literally supposed to be Melee with a little bit more in online.
then like Mewtwo. Nope, we got Lucario. I think
But yeah, I also think they're going to do a season 2 of DLC.
everyone's first thought probably like when they saw Mewtwo was coming to Smash were like, oh, we can finally do an Aura Sphere battle. That was my first
Yeah.
thought. Like, oh my god, Mewtwo has Aura Sphere. Lucario has Aura
This is just going to
Sphere?
turn in
This is gonna be
Dragon
awesome.
Ball Z.
They were like all
And
the
then
videos
who?
were like,
a-
there was
and
like
then-
all those
and then you
videos back
realise-
in like 2007 or like 2008, like what happens when two fighting punches collide, and it's like they both collide and it's like a nuclear bomb explosion.
Yeah, that's it.
Those were good. Those
That's
were the,
how it works.
Those were the good days. And you just like
Yeah.
Yoshi and Mario Galaxy, and it's just Rickroll. Those were the good
Yeah.
days of the internet, you know. Like
Did you ever watch that video of like how to get to Boo in Smash Bros Brawl?
no.
And then it's just a video of all the characters dancing and just says, "Psych, you've just been brawled."
Okay, actually, on the topic of Brawl, I would actually like to go back to something I just said earlier. So there's
Smash Brothers. Oh
So
boy.
there's-
I love Smash, but the community.
no,
I think-
not this.
Oh,
Well, yeah, kind of.
Oh.
Kind of. I don't really want to talk about at this point. I guess I don't think I'm on like the right. I don't think we're like be together on the right footing to talk about the whole Bochi Bell situation. But like,
I think we
wanna
should save
talk
that for
about-
next week. I
wanna
think
talk
we
about,
need to save that for next week so I can look more into it.
I want to talk like a lot more. I want to talk about a bit about Joker and MKLeo, because this just feels very much like the same thing that's happened with every game so far. I guess, where you've got one
Okay.
player who's just ran away with the entire game. Like in Melee, you had Ken for a while, then there was PC Chris and like M2K. I've recently just watched the Smash Brothers documentary, so I know what I'm talking about.
I
Smash-
watched a documentary. I am now big brain.
Like there's not really anybody who comes to mind instantly that I think, oh yeah, they're the king of Smash 4. So, well, Smash 64. Smash
Yeah.
4's king was Zero by far. Smash
Oh
Bros
yes,
king was
Zero.
M2K with Meta Knight. And Smash 5's king, well, Smash Ultimate's king definitely has to be MKLeo at this point. It was looking like there was going to be some closeness, but then Joker came out. He picked up Joker, and now he's just run away the entire game. It's like
Oh,
you see
amazing.
MKLeo and bracket, and you're like, oh no, this isn't gonna be good. Like it took Mars literally dropping his main Zero suit to pick up Captain Falcon for the game, just so he could try and beat Zero. Well, just so he can try and
Yeah.
beat MKLeo, which I thought was crazy.
Sounds it.
Like it's just people see the Falcon switch and everyone's like, wait, he's doing this?
Some of the stuff that you can pull off in Ultimate is mad. I wish I just had more time to,
Yeah, like
try it out.
Gluttony won Albion yesterday, I think, which is
Yeah.
the London tournament, which I would.
I've now
I
realised
might have
that-
gone to actually, but I don't have like the time, I think, or like the money to go to it yet.
Yeah. I have realised that with Smash, the majority of the time, I seem to just play Spirit Mode a lot, because online I whoop my ass, and I just want to get everything done.
I have
But
an idea for
I'm
another
guessing...
Grudge Match Monday, after this one's come out, next Monday.
Oh,
Um,
what's your idea?
So we do a quote unquote cockfight. So
Oh, okay.
I put one of my amiibos in. You put one of your amiibos in. We don't do anything
Here's the
if it's losing. It's just
Here's the thing. I'm
supremacy of the
pretty
train.
I'm pretty sure you can put in amiibos via
Battle Arena.
arenas. Yeah.
That's why I said it.
I need to test out my amiibo first. I want to know which one's the strongest.
Same. But yeah, so like
I've recently got. I might train up my young Link actually.
I've been using the Young Link as well recently, which is cool.
Yeah, but I'm going to train up my young Link amiibo to beat your ass.
So, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, it's just. Yeah. Also, I feel as if I'll just give my 2 cents on this quickly. I think it's good that Ally chose to retire after
the whole thing.
After confirming the allegations, because in this point, in this day and age, we don't need that sort
That's
of like
weird
thing happening in the community.
Yeah.
I
think that
so like it'd be better with that.
Oh wait, which one's this? Is this the one where he dating a minor?
Yeah.
Or was it the other thing? Yeah. Do you want to go into the other stuff next week when I've read up a bit more on it? And then we just talk about all like.
I'll just give my 2 cents on this now. We'll probably just end the episode after this.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
like,
I can give my view on it too.
So
which is probably the same as yours.
I will agree. He was a great player. He was a great Snake player, I'd say. He was probably one of the best who could probably take out Zero. It's just.
But then at the same time, that doesn't justify.
Yeah, it would be bad.
Dating. How old is he?
Huh? Oh, he's like 28.
How old is he?
28.
Oh, that is disgusting.
It's like. It would be bad to see. It's bad to see like a good player go out of the community and like just lose. We lose another part. We lose like a spot on the rankings, I guess. But at the same time, it's all right to see somebody who shouldn't necessarily be in the community with that sort of behaviour there.
Willing. It's nice. I mean, it's still not nice, but like, it's a lot more honourable if you step down yourself and you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, I need to leave.
It's like what basically everyone's been saying. It's not. Also, it's if you're defending him for what he did, that's not good. If you're sad about a good player leaving, that's all right.
That's
because you're defending him as a player rather than him as a person.
Yeah, it's like for example, let me think, Kevin Spacey, right?
Yeah.
Despite him being an asshole and like a disgusting human being, he's still a really good actor, and it's quite a shame, you know. Same with T.J. Miller. T.J. Miller is really funny, but you know.
And like
he had to, you know.
And like Sean Walsh, I guess.
Yeah.
Because they're good people at what they do. It's just in real like outside of that, it's like there's a whole nother sort of thing where it's like you'd like to see them out because like what they are. There's like in a community, you're half with the community. Well, you're half the community and half yourself, I'd say.
Yeah.
That's what matters, I guess. Because like oh god, who are? I think like there's Hungry Box people. There's like the two people. There's two type of reason for disliking him. There's the one with the fact that he's kind of like a douche and stuff, at times, and then there's the one for the fact that he plays Puff and he plays Puff in like a really campy way. It's like if you're disliking him because he's like kind of a douche, then fair enough. But if you're disliking him because he's a good Puff player, then what the heck are you doing? Like with it's just like I guess like a. I wouldn't say fight the real enemy sort of thing. It's just like,
but hurting someone because they play a certain character in a fighting game is something disgusting. But we'll get into that next week once I read into it.
Well, they won't believe for playing a certain character. They'll believe because of a fucking girl.
Yeah,
that's the
we'll
reality.
Go into that next week. We'll go into that next week.
It's just a bunch of chads in this community a lot of the time.
It's just a bunch of like neckbeards who think they're better than each other. They've probably never seen like a woman like close to them before.
It's the internet. It's what they do. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like you can't.
It's my right as an American man to be a degenerate scum to every woman that comes near me.
Yeah, it's just like the whole online gaming versus local gaming sort of thing. You see someone online, you think, oh, I'm much better than you. I destroy in real life, but then you meet them in real life, you're like, good game. And that's the only conversation you have with them the entire game. That's the reality of it, right? Like,
yeah, that's it.
I mean, unless it's like me and you, and we're playing Mario Kart or something, like, unless it's like that where we're actually like mates, I guess. Or it's like Or it's like a friend. If it's a friendly, then fair enough. But if it's like a competitive game, and you're genuinely just like talking down to them, it's like, what are you doing with your life, man?
Yeah, exactly. It's just disgusting.
Mm.
But here's the thing. It's the same with life in general. That for every bad person in a community or in a group of people, there will always be a kind, loving, heartwarming, amazing person.
Yeah, and just a good community overall, probably.
If you're a part of a community or a group of people, or you represent, I don't know, a school, your family, or whatnot, people shouldn't be able to judge who you are and what you do because of something someone else does.
Yeah.
So the message of today's podcast is:
be nice to each other and don't argue.
You do you.
Yeah.
You do you.
We had an argument about Banjo-Kazooie.
And now we're fine.
We're fine with that. We aren't insulting each other because of our biological nature or our things we can't necessarily control. We're just being.
That's the thing.
We're just kindly criticizing each other for the things
you are yourself.
We disagree with.
Yeah, you are yourself, and no one can change who you are. And the person next to you, they are themselves, and you can't change who they are. Sure, you can educate them if you think it's something bad, but just let people be who they are. And if it's bad, they're the person going down that road. You don't want to follow them down that road. And in the end, be a Christian.
And don't like Keemstar.
Yeah, here's the thing. I hate. Actually, no.
Keemstar
to end off.
Sucks
actually, no. Actually, no. To end off. Do you realise that people can change? Because Keemstar has changed.
No, he hasn't.
Did you see that tweet?
He hasn't.
No, he put out that tweet. He put out that tweet where he was like, "I'm so sorry to everyone who I said that mental health isn't real." Yeah, because he's
covering up. That's the thing.
I mean, yeah, it's a bit of damage control. I mean, it is damage control, but at the same time, it is kind of nice.
Why the heck does he host these tournaments? Why did
he want to try? Because he wants a bit of ego.
Why did he want to try and host a Smash tournament? Because he thought he could try and get with the Smash community, but he doesn't, because he just realised the Smash community aren't 12-year-olds.
Yeah, I really...
They play Fortnite every day.
Actually, no, I think the Smash community is one of the hardest communities to get into.
Wait, what? The
Smash community.
I mean, it's not that difficult, it's just you have to be a nice person, that's the thing.
Yeah, it is hard to get
into. Just don't be a douche and you're in the Smash community.
Yeah. Well, this about clears it out for this episode of the Grey Podcast, everyone. He's Thomas. I'm Ethan. Follow us on social media. See you on the flip side.
Raw
XD. Big smelly wieners.
Keep going, heroes.
Looking cool, Joker.
I've got to sing you this thing. I've got to sing you the thing from Ludwig. It's the funniest thing. Well, Ludwig's a streamer I watch.
Looking cool, Joker.
Right. I guess that's it then.
Speak for yourself, motherfucker. Bye.